Good morning, boys and girls, and happy Wednesday. I hope that you are continuing to stay safe and healthy while you are at home and that you're making good choices like washing your hands and practicing social distancing. But I will be posting videos on YouTube every Monday and Wednesday, so be on the lookout for those. They'll always be posted on your Google Classroom page on the slides where I give you directions. Also, I'm going to be hosting a Zoom meeting on Thursdays at 3 p.m. for our math homeroom class. So if you would like to join, I will put the code in on Thursday and you can join. So I hope to see you all there. So for today's mini lesson, you are going to need a piece of paper. It can be scrap paper, notebook paper, just something to write on, and a writing tool for this lesson. So again, if you don't have a pencil at home, that's okay. Just find something to write with, or you could use a whiteboard and a dry erase marker if you have that at home. But if you don't, it's okay. So pause this video, go ahead and get your supplies, and when you're ready, you can come back and press the play button. Okay, so perimeter, remember, is the measure of the distance around a shape. So I'm going to be reviewing perimeter with you today. Okay, so when we're working on perimeter, we have to remember that we need to think about adding all four sides of a shape together. Remember, area was a little different from perimeter. When you're finding area, you multiply the sides together, okay? So for example, I have a rectangle here that has a length of 7 and a width of 5. So I would have to add all four sides of my rectangle together to figure out the perimeter, okay? So when I only give you two numbers, you just want to look across to the other side and think about what length would this side be. So if this side is 7, that means that this side would also be 7, okay? And if the width up here is 5, that means that down here, this side would also equal 5. So again, we're just reviewing perimeter. Now I have to add all four of these sides. So I have to do 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7. And that's how I find the perimeter of this rectangle. So let's go ahead and write that down. I have to write 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7. Okay, so when I add those numbers up, 5 plus 5 is 10. I'm going to draw my arrow down so you can see it. And 7 plus 7 is 14. So when I add both sides all together, I would do 10 plus 14. Okay, so 10 plus 14 would be 24. So my perimeter of this rectangle is 24. Okay, so let's do a problem together now. So make sure you have your supplies ready. Get yourself ready to write. On your paper, I want you to draw a rectangle that has a length of 6 and a width of 8. So I'm going to go ahead and write that on my board. So it has a length of 6 and a width of 8. Okay, so here's what my rectangle looks like. So we have 8 squares going across, so my width is 8. And we have 6 squares going up and down. Okay, so my length is 6. Now, if we're finding perimeter, what do we have to do? Okay, we have to add all four sides of this shape together. So the bottom width is also going to be 8. And our other side length is also going to be 6. So make sure you know all 4 sides before you try to add, okay? If you only add 6 plus 8, you're not finding the whole perimeter. You have to add all 4 sides. So we're going to add 6 plus 6 and 8 plus 8. So I'm going to write that on my board. 6 plus 6 plus 8 plus 8. So make sure you have this written down on your paper. Okay? So first, let's tackle 6 plus 6. What is 6 plus 6? 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. So I drew my arrow, and you can see here at the bottom. Okay? Make sure you're writing this down. Now I have to add 8 plus 8. 8 plus 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. So am I finished? No, I have to add 12 plus 16 to find the total perimeter. So let's see, 12 plus 16. If I look in the ones place, I have a 6 and a 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. And then if I look in the tens place, I have a 1 and another 1, which would be 2. So my answer is 28. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 28. Okay? All right. So I'm going to erase my board, and now I'm going to have you try on your own. Okay? So on your paper or on your board or whatever you are using, I want you to draw a rectangle with a length of 6. Oh wait, I'm sorry. A length of 10 and a width of 9. Okay? So I'm going to draw that on my board. So this is a big rectangle. Okay, so you can see I have a length of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to write it on the side. And I have a width of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you don't have graphing paper like this at home, that's okay. Just try your best to draw it out so that it looks like mine. And make sure you have 9 as the length and 10 as the width. Okay? Now go ahead, pause this video, and I want you to try to find the perimeter of this rectangle by yourself. No cheating. And when you're ready, go ahead and press play to check your answer. All right. So now that you solved this on your own, let's go ahead and go over the answer. So I have to add all 4 sides. So if this side equals 9, that means that this side also equals 9. So I'm going to draw a 9. If this side is 10, that means that the top width is also 10. So I'm going to write my 10. Now I have to add all 4 sides. So 10 plus 10 plus 9 plus 9. I'm going to write that at the bottom. 10 plus 10 plus 9 plus 9. Okay, so I'm going to do 10 plus 10, which is 20. Then I'm going to do 9 plus 9, which is 18. Then my final step is I have to add 20 plus 18 to find the perimeter. Okay, so 20 plus 18 is 38. So my total perimeter is 38. All right, great job, boys and girls. If I'm going too fast or you feel like you missed a step, you can always press pause and go back and rewind the video to watch parts of it over again. All right, so the next thing I want to teach you today before I go is finding the perimeter of a square, okay? So we know a square has 4 equal sides. That means all 4 sides of the square are the same length and width. Okay? So let's say that I have a square that has a length and a width of 5. That means all 4 sides equal 5. Okay? So this side is 5, this side is 5, this side is 5, and this side is 5. All 4 sides are the same because it's a square, not a rectangle. So if I add all 4 sides, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, I'll find my perimeter. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals, and we can count by 5s 4 times, 5, 10, 15, 20, or you can multiply. You could do 5 times 4, which is 20. So the perimeter of this square would be 20. Okay? All right, so now let's do a problem together. Get your pencils ready, and let's say we're gonna draw a square that has all 4 sides as a length of 2. So it's a tiny square, okay? So we have to add all 4 sides together. Remember, when you're dealing with squares, all 4 sides are equal. They're the same. So what do we have to do? Yes, we have to add all 4 sides together. So we have to do 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Now we can count by 2s 4 times. 2, 4, 6, 8. Or we can do 2 times 4, which equals 8. So the perimeter of this square is 8. All right. So now I want you to try one on your own, okay? So on your paper, I want you to draw a square that has all 4 sides. Sorry, the dogs are barking. All 4 sides equal to 3. Okay, so pause this video, try to solve it by yourself, and when you're ready, press play to check your answer. Okay, so we're gonna have to add 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, so pause it, solve it. When you're ready, press play. All right, so 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 12. You can add, skip count by 3s, or you could do 3 times 4, which is 12. All right, so great job, boys and girls. Thank you for watching along, and stay tuned for another lesson on Monday.